let's get this started. I'm so excited for today. LEC LCS face off for a quarterfinal spot. I am Box Kimchi, and this is the Kimchi Cast for Worlds Day 8 as we kick off to the last two advancement matches of the 2-1 teams. So the winner of today's games will go to playoffs. The losers of today's games will go to the 2-2 pool, which will be drawn actually after this for the final day tomorrow, the final BO3s before playoffs, as we are about to get to draft. And you couldn't come up with a better draw if you tried. The top teams from NA, the top team from NA, the top team from LEC facing off for a playoff spot, and it's just perfect. You can't make this up. It's been so long since NA and EU have had a best-on-best match. It's been like, I want to say 5 years since we've had a best-on-best, and that was just the two teams who made it furthest in the World Championships by that point. But now, true bragging rights, because you win this, your region's guaranteed a playoff spot. You lose this, your region's in danger, especially for NA. NRG, I believe. Are they? Yeah, NRG, the last one standing for NA, which is not something people were expecting entering even LCS playoffs. And G2 are one of two European teams left, and this can guarantee an EU seed in knockouts. But 480 carry bans. Kai'Sa is still available, so NRG want FBI on it. And the Orianna's banned away, so there's going to be no strong mid pick. Now G2 setting up not the counter pick, but setting themselves up with the option to just go Azir, Dokla, still trolling the fans as he's been doing since playoffs started. And, oh, Teemo, that's a new one. Whoa, the Nico, they leave the ADC up. Interesting. They leave up the Kai'Sa and Azir. Intrigued. And yeah, G2 are going to be more than happy to jump onto the strongest ADC in the draft. And Yike, always offering Caps his favorite champion in the case he wants it. And what is the ADC? There's a Felios, there's Zeri, and Ashe. So it's really up to what NRG think works best into the Kai'Sa here. But it's just, they're going to go for the team fight. You can tell they want the team fight just because of the draft. And they're going to take the Rakan to go with whatever bot lane. Cassante second. What the heck is this draft? And Vi would... What the... Okay, NRG. You do you. Okay, sure. Interesting. Syndra locked in. That's really... Oh. I mean, G2 are just winning this draft right now, if you ask me. This is such a good draft for G2. Now Rakan taken away from NRG. They still need to get this bot lane, and there's so many bot lane bans already through that this ADC pool is going to be narrow. This ADC pool is going to be tiny for NRG to pick from. Olaf taken away from Broken Blade here. It's just... I don't know. I don't believe in this team comp right now. I don't think NRG are doing too hot with the draft. We haven't seen a ton of first... The hell? Oh. We haven't had a whole lot of first rotation Cassantes recently. Had a ton of first rotation Kaisas and Vise. Vise have also been very popular for first rotation. But Renata banned away. They're just getting rid of anything to put with a hyper carry for NRG now. I'll joke about it when I get there. And Broken Blade has played this matchup plenty of times. This World Championships alone, he's only played 4 games. This is his 4th game of the tournament. Or actually, no, like 5th. So it would just be very interesting. He's played the Gnar and he's played the Jax into it. And they are looking at the Ashe here. Ashe, Ziggs is an option. Ziggs is not really something you could just kind of pull out, though. You need to really prepare for it ahead of time. And they don't have any AD coming through. And that's not a good idea. Senna Kench coming out. It's Senna Kench. NRG have run this before. They ran it earlier this tournament. So, yeah. They are fully confident. They did win that game, so they are fully confident to run Senna Kench again. And it can work. And this will be Mickey on the Rel as Yike goes to the Bel'Veth. We have seen a little Bel'Veth. I've not been a huge fan of the Bel'Veth so far. I think it's 2 games so far for Bel'Veth, and it's It's not a huge fan of the pick, but Yike does play a lot of... Yike has played a good amount of it in the summer split, so... I am really just not a fan of the Bel'Veth pick, but I don't think I ever will be. Also, you like the NRG? See how that's like G2 Esports, NRG. It's just... Actually, my face is like covered. It's just NRG. It's the whole name. The old logo is cooler, too. But I guess my input for the draft doesn't really matter. I do think altogether G2 have the better draft, obviously. Minus the Bel'Veth, which is a very hit or miss pick for me. Just interesting. No interesting runes coming through here. Just both of them playing pretty normal stuff. Ugh. Also, Flowers is here, and I'm very happy about it. But Yike going to steal away these Raptors as expected. So they could just counter jungle. They know Yike is in. Like, they know Yike is there, right? So they're going to have to try and vert jungle this, and it's going to be very difficult with, as the casting crew just pointed out, the large amount of vision that G2 have set up on their top side jungle. They spot Yike out, though. Yike gonna get a nice, or take a... They're gonna try and zone off. And it's working. And now Contracts, yep. He's so behind now, and that's gonna be painful. Tangle Barbs, flash for flash. And that's absolutely massive there from NRG to try and make the best of a bad situation. Yike is coming. Contracts, flash out, and this can be the angle for Caps here. Nope, Yike is going to be able to just chase. He has a full clear of his not-owned camps, pretty much. And now G2 are going to get in such a even bigger lead in this top lane. Or not in this top lane, in this jungle. As Contracts is going to have to try and steal away these camps. Ignores the Scuttle Crab, actually, so they don't know where he went. Oh, and now they know. Mickey, spot out, just crashed down over the wall. So Contracts will be able to secure this Gromp and just stomp a little bit. Stem the bleeding a little. And Yike. Palafox, no flash. This guy of the week's going to land. Doesn't have the moves, the punch, the ground shenanigans, and Yike hands first blood over to Caps. And again, NA, Contracts might have gone a bit too far up with no flash, but nice moves to only get hit by an auto somehow. And just G2, remember that it was a flash for flash situation. It wasn't just Caps losing his flash. Palafaker, as they call him, lost his flash too. Hansama trying to jump forward here, but has Yike at his back to prevent to prevent any overextension from NRG. They're going to try and stop these backs. They know. Ignar kind of just walking forward blindly, though. We'll be able to tank it. Flash out from Ignar now. FBI trying to jump onto Hansama. Mickey goes low. FBI secures the kill, and they will be able to back out cleanly. Good stop. Good job from Ignar to stop those recalls and secure a kill for his ADC, especially one like Senna who doesn't farm and needs a lot of takedown gold to get money, really. Because besides that, it's quest and passive, and that's only like 5 gold to proc, 8 gold. Palafox almost had the moves, didn't have the moves though. And Ignar just walks into Mickey. Tanks all of that. Good exhaust onto Hansama, which pretty much just saves his life there. Good flash. If that hits Hansama, that's a 2 for 2, or 2 for nothing. Definitely good moves by Hans to avoid making this as a much worse situation. Doglo has been undeterred for most of this game and has a CS lead. So, what he's doing right now, sacrifice. Oh, I'm gonna open a window in a minute. It's so goddamn hot in here. Sorry. It's really hot in this room for no reason. No clue why. Broken Blade jukes out Dokla's Q3 there. Yikes coming in for a lane gank. There's no vision on the side of NRG. If their bot lane oversteps, Yike is going to be here to give him a bit of a skull dent. It's a little bit of one. A nice love tap to the skull. But Ignar going to be able to abuse that slight range advantage which comes from his Q. Crash down over the wall, escapes. And Yike is now, like, it's even now. It's pretty even. So Yike hasn't been able to push the advantage in CSing. He's been able to push it in terms of everything else, though. Like, he went mid, secured first blood for his mid laner. So he's been able to do quite a bit otherwise there. Outside of just CSing all the time. Palafox will have the vision here. But he does have the flash if needed. Oh, they're going to jump onto all of G2 with the Pop Blossom. And now the cease and desist comes out. And now Contracts has slain Caps. And going to turn onto Mickey. Mickey flashes out. Blooming Burst. And oof. Ignar could do it. Is tanking up a little bit. And now Ignar and Yike are kind of just making acquaintance, and Palafaker hits 2 with the ultimate. Might have hit Mickey in there. I don't know if he hit Mickey. And now NRG make a massive play to put themselves up almost 2,000. Palafox, G2 think they have him caught, and oh, that was a true call an ambulance, but not for me from NRG. As they use the Pop Blossom and Cease and Desist to turn it onto the mid lane carry for G2. And now this game kind of flips over. The bot lane and mid lanes are going to switch for a little bit. Probably not for a while. Yeah, they're going to switch back soon. It was mostly just to catch waves. Like to catch a wave or two, reset the lane positions, and get out. As you can see, yep. Kaisa already coming back. Hans going with the not on hit. It could be going on hit, but is going with the lethal tempo build. And Caps gets a nice trade onto FBI, who a bit of an overstep. And now with waves fully cleared. NRG switching back, but look at this. Catches 2 there. Nice Senna ulti. Hits both Caps and Yike. So they just have to disengage. There's so much shielding there for Contracts. Just not enough damage. I don't think Ignar had the ability to land a Tongue Lash there to secure a kill. And now, I mean, you see the gold. It's pretty good. Yeah. FBI going to be actually above Hansamo. That kill and assist is doing a lot of work. Uh-oh. Palafox. No vision. If Mickey pulls the trigger, it could be over for the mid laner. He did not step up enough, though. Contract starting up the Drake here is a bit risky as Mickey's coming over. Yike isn't there. But don't think Hans is looking to fight for the moment. So NRG taking the lead are going to push their advantage. Not even just take the lead. They're going to push their advantage. It's 8 gold. Okay. And now they secure first dragon and the Herald coming down. They are getting this bot lane ahead. They want FBI fed here. They are putting value into this Senna. It's going to be a whole plate. over to FBI there, too. A plate and a half over to FBI. Split the first one with contracts and takes the entire second one for himself. So, pretty good for them. Contracts jumps onto Broken Blade, but gets stunned up. Dokla, there's nowhere to go. NRG have bitten off more than they can handle. Contracts overextension there. Dokla was just nowhere in that play. And now they're going to start pushing this bot lane in. They can fight. They have Ignar's ultimate available. They can push this. Mickey, the crash down, and now the teleport coming out from Broken Blade. Actually, that's from Caps. Here comes Palafox, too. The Pop Blossom is going to land exclusively onto Caps. The Abyssal Voyage, not going to land onto anyone. Mickey X, mount up. And there's Ignar securing the kill onto Mickey. And now here comes the Shadow of the Mist to get them out. Broken Blade teleports, and there's no one around. Palafox hiding on the corner just in case someone wants to come in and meet the Tangle Barbs. And in the end, all these teleports and NRG are up 3,000 gold. Dokla is savoring these top plates. He is perfectly fine. Yike. Don't think he's going to be able to punish here. Yeah, not going to be able to punish. Nice flash out of Dokes. Has the dashes, not anymore though, so going to land it in Tofo Strike, get the slow, and bail. And now NRG are firmly in control of this early game. And now I guess into mid game. And I mean, yeah, CS diff on Ignar is pretty big. FBI's going low, and now the scatter the weak. They throw everything into him, and Caps secures the kill on FBI. NRG overstep, and the punish comes through. And now, cease and desist available. If Broken Blade checks this, it's over. The jump on, the cease and desist. The Tangle Bars didn't even get a chance to enter the evasive stance. The Vault Breaker. And Vi, the enforcer of Piltover, secures the kill onto Broken Blade. In the lane swamp, Dokla is not going to be able to contest. The first turret goes down for Palafox now. So, and look at that diff on support. Actually on support, not even... That's what happens when your Kench is farming. Meanwhile, even despite not farming, FBI has the gold lead. Hansalma's just been CSing, though, so he's going to be scary. No ulti available for Ignar, so just has to leave FBI there. Brutal. They're going to be able to trade this back. Broken Blade just gets a bit... Doesn't know. Went to go put the vision down. Contracts onto Hansama. Hansama gets in the Tangle Barbs, and Palafox gets the kill. The Vault Breaker in, and... Well, Palafox goes out. And so Hans tries to hold his flash and gets introduced to Vi. So it didn't work. And now Palafox in a good spot. Hansama is not really doing too hot here. Dokla getting dove under the turret, though. Trying to get anything. Lands the Q3 onto Broken Blade. And Broken Blade has to back out. Caps trying to just land all the damage he can onto Dokla. But now here comes Yike trying to keep the party rolling. But Dokla says no more and is just leaving. Nice combo from FBI to land all that damage onto Mickey. Yike going to tank. And Tofo strikes. The start's going to fall. But they're going to call it to not go anywhere. Palafox. But... they think it's FBI coming in spicy and hot, and it would have been on 100-0 solo. But instead, the steal from Contracts as he goes on a killing spree. Caps gets the cease and desist, the stun, and FBI kills Caps again. Caps falls. And now NRG 5 kills ahead. Make it 5k ahead. And this is going to be a second dragon for the LCS 1 seed. And NA looks so good. I mean, NRG looks so good. They had such a rough start to their tournament. Getting absolutely bullied in game 1. They come back against Mad Lions. They roll. Or come back against Team Liquid. They roll. They go against the Mad Lions. They roll. And now, he just, oh my goodness. There's something like that. I don't remember the path NRG took to get here. But it's so good. It's so effective. And now they're heating up. And now they're looking to get their 3rd straight game win and win this match, obviously. And then just flash over the wall, cease and desist. Besides the one onto Broken Blade, which was kind of a reach, Contracts has been killing it. And now Broken Blade needs to jump away, gets all outed, but now on the wrong side, Dokla, nowhere to go but Palafox finds the re-engage, and Big Dokes with the double kill. He will never yield. And now Hansama getting jumped on. Big Dokes steals the kill from him, but FBI will secure the kill. Dokla with 3. It would have been the Penta. And NRG are clowning G2. 7,000 gold ahead in game 1. They are playing incredibly well. And oh my goodness, this is not what you were expecting. And Contracts jumps the wall. FBI is looking for the solo. The cease and desist. Contracts goes on a rampage, and he's 4-0-6 on the Vi. Absolute domination from NRG. And this is, I don't even know. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, for NRG and the CLG boys, this is their first international, for most of them, this is their first experiences with international play. And then just Contracts comes in and just sets up the plays. Dokla survives. Hansama gets jumped at. I think this is a steal from Ignar, but he wanted to get Dokla further in. And we would have had a Cassante pentakill right there. And then FBI finds Mickey, catches him out, crash down. But doesn't even matter. We come back for a replay, and Mickey dies again as Vi, as Contracts goes unstoppable. And NRG are just so well coordinated in game 1. They are just toying with G2 now. Dokla is dominating here. That's hilarious. That's legendary. And they're just laughing. They're having fun. There's FBI. He's just having a good time. I'm in awe. I have no clue. I wasn't expecting this. As someone who cheered on NRG at the finals, I was not expecting them to do this. And here's the solo we didn't even, or here's the kill we didn't even get to see. Cancels the jump over the wall, and Contracts pretty much solos there with a little help from his friends, in the words of Ringo Starr. And this is just painful. This is just insane. I just don't even know. And now, NRG are just making all the plays. There is no answer. Just everything NRG have done, there's been no response. G2 got the early control. They tried their hardest to get it, and now Contracts lost his Raptors. Yikes, losing the game. FBI kills off the control where they're getting rid of the vision. They are up 10k now. Holy piss. Did not expect it to get to 10k. And Are they going to go for it? I don't think so. Yike just gets chunked down by FBI. It doesn't even have a mythic yet. Stormrazor RFC. Legend. And it's just insane. This is psychotic. As they're coming down to Drake, they want Soul Point. They want Soul Point. They want to put the pressure on G2 to answer their calls in this game. And there's just nothing they can do. Look at where G2 are positioning. They're checking the Baron still. They don't know. Are they calling for it? Mickey's spending a lot of time in the pit. I think he's clearing stuff, though. And Contracts spotted out on this ward. Or on the control ward. Bang. Big punches from Denting Blow's hand. The Relentless Force, it's over. This is just crazy. 5-0-6 on this Vi. Contracts is a menace this game. Oh, there's Caps bringing the Scuttle Crab all the way to the team. Long journey to secure that. Or long journey to swim back to the middle. And the Rageblade Stormrazor out for Hansama. I believe this is an on-hit build. Now, G2. Contracts on Vision. And is going to be able to get out with just a stopwatch. Dawning Shadow out, though. G2 gambled on that play, and it did not pay off. They burned Dawning Shadow, yes, but otherwise, Contracts holds Flash. Mickey loses, or not Mickey, Caps loses his Flash there. They lose their Ignite. So, like, they're trying to catch him out, and it didn't work out. Dokla needs to be careful here, as NRG are starting up the Baron here. They're just going to call for Nasher. They're going to say, this one's ours. It's in the bag. Let's get moving. And now, Yike. Palafox looks for the angle. The cease and desist into the 3-man Palm Blossom. And already Contracts takes down Hansama. Broken Blade jumps over the wall, comes face to face with a Vi, the counter strike, but he gets all outed, and he still will die. Dokla goes unstoppable as he takes down Broken Blade. And G2 fall, and NRG will get this Baron. No questions about it anymore. I don't know what NRG had for breakfast today, but they ate good because they are dominating Game 1 here against G2. Yike. Oh, boy. G2, they're coming over. Caps will not secure the kill onto Palafox, but he's going to try his hardest. Dokla is just tanking this turret. Yike is so far away. He's so low. Mickey. And now the crashdown comes through. The teleports coming in. It's taken by NRG. Broken Blade tries to catch anybody out. It will be onto Ignar, but he's just going to be able to flash away. The hunt will begin for G2. They smite away the Scuttle. But G2 aren't going to chase. And I think that's the right call. NRG will get out alive with their Barons. I just don't, yeah. I do respect G2's decision here. Like, there's no way you chase and live. Look how much NRG burned to make sure you were too low to kill them after. Or this is the first one, actually. This was just a good fight. If they wipe here, they can get pretty close to ending with that mid wave. They can take a ton of just a ton of the mid lane if they really wanted to. But they choose to go back to Baron. And G2, they fight for so long that they just they just take out all of G2's health bars over the course of a minute. Yike didn't have enough health to chase. Caps was pretty low, if I remember. Like, NRG are flexing the might of North America, which is not a sentence I thought I would be saying. I mean, most of the banter around the NA circles at the time we were super hype. NRG won the LCS championship, but we were also like, we are so screwed internationally and we do not care because that was we just had a blast. And NRG are such an exciting team. But now it's Drake time, and NRG are looking pretty close to their destination, which none of us were expecting them to be at, to be honest. I have no clue what is going on here. I'm just lost. Or I'm not lost. I'm just like, what? I'm brain blasted right now. FBI doesn't even have 3 items yet. He doesn't even have a mythic. He's 4-1-10. 6-0-7 now. But there's a nice catch onto FBI. But the Pop Blossom will deny all engage. Mickey goes super low. Palafox goes golden contracts. Will secure the first kill of the fight. They will take down Palafox. And that is 1. That's the first. But now they're going to just take down the tier 3 and an inhib. They will trade a big kill onto the 1-1-11 Nico at the time. But they're just going to leave. They're just going to leave. NRG are in such control still. Even after giving up 1, they could just bail. Dokla, does he have the recall timer? Will, just narrowly. And now, Heinz still 4. I mean, the Baron's pretty much gone here. But this is such a good angle from NRG. Caps with a really nice dodge. Palafox. And yeah, Palafox and Yike just CC. And just CC Palafox out the face of the earth. Or Caps. Did I say Palafox? Okay. Just Yike and Caps just CC with Broken Blade, I guess. Just make sure Palafox can't escape. It's a 1-for-1, but the turret's down. Turret and inhib down. And now you have a 3-item Vi, a 3-item Cassante running you down. It is grim. 3 items Intra is cool and has all the stacks, but it's going to be so difficult. You pretty much can only blow up Palafox. And now the 1-4. Contracts gets out before the big flip lands. And they're just going to leave. Again, they're just not going to ever overcommit. They could just bail. They're going to try and combo Dokla, and it didn't do too much damage, going to be honest. And that Hextech Drake is going to be so strong. G2 need to find anything. It's just such a strong position for NRG to be sitting in. Baron is down and has been down for a little bit. They're going to jump onto Caps. He's going to be able to go golden. The Dawning Shadow. Mickey gets everyone but Palafox finds 3 with the Pop Blossom. Vi going into Resurrect. Broken Blade goes golden. And now G2. Down goes Mickey. Contracts goes legendary. And chasing Yike. Yike punches the ground, but Palafox will secure his 3rd kill. And now NRG are looking to put the knife in or nail in the coffin. Oh, and a nice combo for Dokla to secure the kill onto Hansama. And Broken Blade is getting eaten. And the kill for FBI comes through. It is the ace, and NRG continue to defy expectations as they are 1 win away from quarterfinals here at Worlds. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. NRG. I mean, what? They came to play against G2, and now with all the momentum from 2 straight wins, and now NRG, North America's last hope, dominate game 1. And what? Like, that's all I got. I got what? And now I'm in shock. I really am. I wasn't expecting this. I didn't even expect NRG to make it this far, but somehow, some way, they find a way to win game 1, and now NRG are 1 win away from sending North America to the playoffs for the first time in 2 years. And we are back, and I don't know how we got here, but NRG 1 win away from playoffs, as I mentioned earlier. I don't even know anymore, but let's do, like, this is exciting. This is, like, the last vestige of North America, pretty much. And it's going to be tough. I don't expect anything to come easy. G2, I mean, it's only 1. No, it's not, Dokes. Sorry, hold on. You just took down, I mean, for NRG, you gotta be feeling good entering this game. You just took down the #1 seed from your rival region, and now you're 1 win away from playoffs, but you gotta do it again. You can't rest on your laurels. NRG need to push this. Like, NRG, NA's really, okay. You got to push the envelope here. You can't sit back and expect G2 to just let you advance. They are going to battle. This is a team that knows what it takes to win internationally. I mean, again, it's been 4 years. Jesus Christ. 4 years ago, this team, MSI champions, Worlds finalists. So this is a team that knows what to do and what it takes to win on the biggest stage of them all. So I expect nothing less. And you see the Senna getting respect banned already. FBI and Ignar 2-0 on the Senna Kench, by the way. I'm impressed. What's G2 going to do, though? Because I've been talking all the time about NRG. They got to do it. They got to do this and this. But G2, I mean, what are they going to do? They didn't look like they were on the same page for most of the game. They had plenty of plays. That first blood in mid was great. That was an incredible play. Good awareness from Caps. Or not even good awareness. Yeah, good time awareness from Caps to tell his jungler, hey, this flash is down. Let's go secure a kill while he can't run away. And boom, it's worked out. And you had the early lead. But then you just let NRG keep answering and taking control of the game. And that's just what you can't afford to do if you are G2 right now. Because this is a team you should be, like, I hate it because I do this I say the exact opposite for C9, is that they hope to skill diff. But G2, you should be skill diffing this team insanely hard. You are you're 4 of the best players in EU and one of the best, and the rookie of the year from the LEC. So this should be a team that you skill diff so hard, and that's they just need to put it through. They need to draft in a way that allows them to actually skill diff NRG. And now Rakan, Jarvan, 2 very strong champions already taken to the side of NRG, but G2 get the Xayah, and that's going to be insanely important too. Because, I mean, it's the chance. Oh, whoa, they got both. But Poppy into the Rakan, bullying. And the Azir, they got Xayah and Azir on that team. There's no Orianna for NRG to pick. G2 have this draft is insanely good. They already have 2 champions that are countered by Poppy in some way. And currently, it's going to be hard to draft Jax. It's going to be hard to draft Renekton. Going to be hard to draft Cassante. And Sejuani. Like, it's going to be hard to draft all 3 of those champions. And G2 know that NRG want to try and go that route. And they're just going to take the Rumble for Dokla. Dokla, I don't remember any games of his Rumble. But Rumble is 12-4 for a reason. And there's a reason it's been mostly banned this turn. I think it's 50% ban rate to 20% pick rate. Like, there's a reason for it. It's because Rumble is insane. G2 are in the driver's seat right now. They're in the hot seat, but they look like they're dominating this draft. I have a pack of nerds I'm opening at the moment. Hi. So ignore the rapper noises. There we go. Cassante taken away out of the Rumble matchup. I got nerds. These taste good. These are so good. What's the World Series game? Sorry. Nico banned away after Palafox just dominate on it. I kept finding it, and like, oh my god, how does he keep finding these angles? I don't know. I'm not going to get him this game, though, so. We did see them get absolutely smashed by Rakan. And Jax banned away. The Renekton's the last option. Aphelios. FBI's played a good chunk of Aphelios. So, yeah. Very fair that it's banned away. Zeri's another champion he's played a lot of, though. And that is up. Talia taken for Palafox. I'm not a fan. Don't take it. Stop blocking that trash in. It's been so bad this tournament. And it's going to be another Talia Azir matchup, and Talia 3 wins. No. As the casters have put it, Talia's 3-14. The only champion that's worse that keeps getting picked is Lee Sin. And Lee Sin mostly just is because of his late, like, his team is just not helping. Talia is all on you. Nautilus, good pick here for Mickey. And what? Huh? Again? That one's not terrible. And the second Ornn. Third, fourth Ornn. What? There's been 2 other Ornn picks? And, oh god, no. Nila would be an interesting pick, but it will just be Sivir. Not a fan of this draft from NRG, to be honest. I think G2 just got an insanely good draft here. Poppy, which is just great. Azir, what I think probably up there for most banned with Maokai and Orianna. Xayah, who has been the premier ADC of the tournament. And Nautilus, who pairs insanely well with it. NRG, they got Sivir. I'm not a fan of the Sivir. They got Rakan and Jarvan and Rumble, but then you have the Talia, which has been looking like hot trash all tournament. So it's like, what is the angle? Just, I can't see a reason or an angle that they have. And so, it's going to be on NRG to prove me wrong, because I think G2 just have the straightforward answer. And there's the G2 fan from earlier. Switching over to the 2-1. Hey, got to be adaptive. I just don't know. I don't see as clear an angle from NRG in team fights as I do for G2, because I mean, we've seen... Oh boy, do we see the power of Azir Ornn. That thing can work wonders together somehow. But now... I guess sometimes team comp, it's not always a comp diff, even when I think it's a comp diff, but it usually is. Oh boy. It's just... With Flowers hyping up the, like, it's almost playoffs. They just mentioned it, and I'm like, it's almost playoffs, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And Cap's going Hail Blades here, actually. I didn't notice it until now, but Cap's Hail Blades going to be going for early, well, not even early, just aggressive soldier trades here. And Contract's just going to start soloing. Just can. Just don't really see anything happening this early in the game. Like, yeah, Caps has Halo Blades, but otherwise, Palafox is level 1. He's Talia, so early game isn't going to be a strong suit. Broken Blade's going to... Yeah, that's going to just be good trades there. I'm just... Very, very... Yeah, this is going to be a very slow early game. On both sides. First Strike, an interesting... Nice combo from Broken Blade, indeed, to... punish, but Dokla with the first strike here is an interesting move. This G2 bot lane should be so good, in such a good spot. Like, you can see the push coming through without Mickey even needing to be there. Hans drops cannon. Got a nice combo. Dropped cannon. Oh, 2 dropped cannons. They were ready for... They were watching Doron. They were like, oh, there's no more Doron games. We got to watch someone else drop cannons. Yike is coming up, though. No Raptors. Or there's going to be no Krugs to find. No little rock buddies. But you hear the rapper. Hi. I mean, nerds are good. Dokla needs to back up. And the ward down will spot the poopy. Hansama going to get airborne, but Ignar gets jumped on by Mickey immediately. I mean, yeah, that was a bit of a stupid move. Trying to just speed up the pace of the game, you're with a Sivir. There's no speeding that up. Contract coming for the steal. I'm going to spot it out. And Contracts wins the Birds battle after losing it earlier, so W's across the board. Ignar got an aggressive, or not even aggressive, just positionally. Contracts is here to back up his bot lane if the situation calls. Dokla's just walking at Broken Blade, but he's going to be knocked up, and he's just very low now. No, that was stressful. I thought either of them were gonna... I mean, I knew Broken Blade was going to survive. Broken Back, the hero of Schalke. I did not know if Dokla was going to get out of there alive. So I was very ready for Dokla to die. I thought he was prepared. Yike coming up to Dokla, and he doesn't know, but is going to be able to bail. Just has the wave finished, so it just backs up. Assume something's up again. They haven't seen him. And just takes everything. He's going to leave. Equalizers the wave and backs up. Both of these, I mean, all of these all players are kind of in like this stalemate right now. It's so weird. Like, you see this pretty even in the bot lane. I think it's a 1 CS lead for NRG after this. Blade Caller available and just not going to throw it out there. Spell Shield wasted by FBI. And they're going to spot out nobody. And now they know someone's here. Now it's possibly time to fight. There's no ultis besides the shot. There's the divide and the Weaver's Wall. Dokla's here. A nice jump forward onto Mickey X. And now Mickey going to get stuck. Broken Blade just going to push this out. But it's worth it for NRG as they get the Drake. It's worth a plating and a teleport. But good awareness from Dokla. Saw the teleport out from Broken Back and immediately goes on to him. Or immediately uses it to go mid instead. So not bad. Oh, Ignar gets rooted. Skill check. Failed. And still, almost, again, it's just a 1 CS lead in this bot lane for NRG. That's really it. Mickey, Hex flashes over, and it was very close to finding something onto Mickey. Or not onto Mickey, onto Ignar. Whoops. They're going to know who's on the Herald. Yike is in the area to answer it. And Palafox caps, stalls it. Wait, he got the shield. I just was like, wait, did he hold it until the airborne went through? No, he hit him. Contracts gets hit, and there goes the jungler of NRG, and Yike has stolen the Herald. That one is a bit of an oopsies. Yes, the minions do get it. That is frustrating if you're Contracts, but no jukes. Contracts had the 0 juke game, so punishment. And there you see the G2 gold lead at 800. So that's pretty big. It is so goddamn hot in this room because someone has the heat on. I'm going to go turn it off after this game. So I'd appreciate a faster game. Mickey just blinds, but Ignar finds it. And there's the divide, not going to be able to come out. And now Flag and Dragon, the Cataclysm, will find the kill for Contracts. First blood over to the jungler of NRG. Mickey just runs into them. And boom. And Yike forced to flash away. And G2 Getting messy. Ignar. Fine. Like, I mean, that was just good catch-outs there from NRG. And now Palafox just going to clear out this wave just as fast as he can. And they're just going to let Ignar back here. Broken Blade. Plate God. 3 platings for himself. Herald mid. Teleport coming onto a minion, so not a bad move by Palafox. And boom. So only lets the Herald crash one wave, or not one wave, one plating, and then Palafox is able to stop them from killing his turret. I think that's 1. Ignar not going to run into the menace that is Mickey, as he's recalling. Teleport coming in from Ornn misses his ulti, and it's just going to be a flash for 2 ultis and a teleport. Palafox. Ooh, good side steps there from Mickey to not get thrown into the enemy. Drake is here, so they're going to try and go for it. Oh, and it's a 3-man dive coming in onto Dokla. He doesn't know. Oh. They gave the Drake over. I thought there was going to be something. And it's just going to be... And he's going to make sure there's no dive by pushing this wave out with the equalizer. And now, 3 over to bot lane on top of FBI. Going to get rooted. And nothing else coming through there. Ignar's going to take a bit of damage, but should be safe. FBI gets lollipopped. And FBI going low. Featherstorm is out. The flash forward from Mickey or from Hansama. And Hansama's going to secure the kill onto FBI. Mickey, look at his health bar. Just painful. And Caps doesn't know that someone's coming for him. Now he knows. But the Hydro Flame Spitter. Hydro Flame Spitter, one of the two. Oh! And now NRG contracts a nice airborne to stop the damage the ram jam coming through onto Broken Blade. But now Dokla needs to continue running. No one's going to be able to run away. Yike gets stunned. Back onto contracts. And he will secure the kill onto Caps. Dokla is sent to safety. And the rest of NRG coming in now. Mickey gets the buffer to stomp the CC. Or to stop getting juggled back. And you look at that lane economy. That is interesting. Hansama going to push out this turret, but he can't. Dokla is on the way with the equalizer. But Contracts has to loop around still. Because Hansama can absolutely body him if he wants to. And now NRG kind of make this play work out in the end. FBI, no spell shield. No spell shield used. And that's just huge. Look how low he is. And I would have rode the wall to the other side. And then just doesn't. Oh, and doesn't matter. We got something going on here. Contracts going to find Mickey. The grand entrance with the quickness. Contracts goes on a killing spree here. Yike flashes over the wall. Contracts not going to follow. Doesn't have a flash, and the flag and drag wasn't available. And now 3-0 on this Jarvan. NRG clawing back to even in this game now. Whew, Radiant Virtue finished. And now Ornn's going to be a bit tankier with a bit of health to give. A nice, just boom, nice audacious charge. I think that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure it is. And now G2, again, sitting even. They should be in the lead here, though. It is heroic charge. Oh, audacious bravery shield. And now Caps pushing forward. Are NRG going to look for something there? And the answer is no. There's no second Herald. Herald already claimed by Yike, apparently. I don't know. And they know. They know Contracts is there. The ward was right on him. And now Drake says 10 seconds on it. Teleport coming in from Caps. Is it going to be Claps? It's been Craps this series so far. Not doing too hot. Nice solo, or not a nice solo, but a nice kill early. Nice first blood last game. But we've been seeing Craps recently. Dokla has the equalizer. Dokla spotted out here. The wall coming through. They're going to be cut out. A nice use of the charge. And now Ignar walks forward into all of them, but they're going to be able to trade it back onto Mickey. Yike falls to Dokla. A nice searing charge from Broken Blade. Dokla goes so low. Where's the chase coming through? There's so much damage from Palafox. Contracts goes on a rampage. Mickey is solo, and the Boomerang Blade secures the kill for FBI. It's a 4-4-1 for NRG, and now they are 1,000 gold ahead. Oh my goodness, NRG, you drive me... I mean, like, what? Great wall. Searing charge out, so not a bad play, but forcing out that Featherstorm super early is great. Ignar's just in the face of everybody. Lays down the something ground. And then just the re-engage here from Palafox with the minefield and the seismic shove. Incredible. That singular Q, that worked ground Q from Palafox is great. Unraveled Earth. Thank you, Captain Flowers. Bunch of rocks. I call it the minefield, because that's what it is. It's a minefield. They're going to drop the Herald topside. They're going to try and get that tier 1 down. No turrets have fallen yet, oddly enough. A lot of kills. 2 Heralds taken and dropped, but no, like, nothing from them. And now on Soul Point, NRG, they're looking to stop this Herald for the time being. And they stop Shirley from charging down their top tier 1. And now NRG just incredible. Just what are G2 going to do here? They need to find a way to get back in this game. The gold diff isn't that large yet, but NRG... Mickey doesn't land the hook. Ignar just gets out. Jeez, man. Jeez. And now I'm just lost. I'm just in awe, and I'm not sure. Palafox takes a lot of damage. Yike coming in. The ram is here. The shuffle, it just kills him. Oh, a nice cataclysm. Traps collapse in the wall, though. Or traps caps under turret range. And now Yike is going low. A nice flash follow on the flag and drag contracts to secures a double kill. Ignar going to get the Bellows Breath out. A nice equalizer onto all three members of G2. A shutdown for Hansama. But now Dokla secures the kill onto the ADC. FBI runs forward with the flash and secures the kill on Mickey with the autos. And now NRG 3,000 gold ahead. They are in such a good position. They burn so much on Palafox. Also, dies to the wall. Like, jeez, I haven't seen someone die to the Audacious, to the Shuriman Shuffle in so long. And knocking Dokla away actually allowed NRG to just to not throw out this equalizer for the longest time until there was just a re-engage. They're going to fall off the Baron, by the way. They're not going to actually go for it. And they will give a massive shutdown to Hans, though. That is really big. There's nothing left for Hansama to do but just die. But a 4-4-1, I think. Yeah, 4-for-1 there. NRG. 4-for-2. And now, look at the damage. I joke about Sivir being the 300 CS champion, but if you give Sivir a few kills, that also works. So, NRG. Could they do it? Their first year as an org, could they make the knockout stage? It hasn't happened too often before, but especially for NA, but NRG, anything's possible. Ignar almost gets caught out there. Mickey can't land these hooks on Ignar anymore. In 10 seconds. If they get another Hextexel, NRG could just push in these waves and end. Or, well, keep G2 pushed in and be a threat on the map. But NRG going to be respectful here. They know to not overstep against this team. G2 don't know where anyone is. Caps coming in from behind. He hasn't been spotted. If he lands a shuffle, that can be absolutely huge. But now Palafox spots him out. I mean, it's going to be a lot. The wall coming in. Dodges the hammer. There is going to be no hammer. The equalizer's out. It's not doing anything. Caps with a great shuffle. It will be a kill onto FBI, but Caps will be traded. It's the Hex Tech Soul. They steal the Drake away, and now it's time to run, but another massive shutdown for Hansama. Not the worst trade, but a permanent buff is terrifying. But the Baron, they don't have contracts here. Ignar traps Mickey in an incredible bait by Ignar, and now NRG can push forward to stop the Baron take. Palafox dancing around. Flash doesn't land. The seismic shove, sorry, gets a searing charge to the face. Broken Blade will fall. Dokla on a killing spree. NRG keep finding the fights. Here comes Caps on the respawn. That's how long this has been going. There's respawns coming through for these teams now. And NRG achieved their initial goal, which is stop the bear, but Caps. Ooh, the hook. or the harpoon, if it landed, would have been absolutely done for Caps right there. And they're going for Baron. Ignar finds Caps. Caps finds Ignar in return, though. He's able to dash away. Red team and NRG get the Baron, and they are giving the business to G2. The secured kill with the Flame Spitter, and it's looking like a craps game for G2. NRG 4-0-5 on this Rumble, 7-2-7 on the Jarvan. It is so well played. They start losing this fight. This fight starts as a bad trade for them. They get down. They get FBI down, and they still get the dragon. And then Contracts dies. So G2 looking for the Baron, and Ignar baits Mickey so hard with that sidestep, and then G2 just have to give up the Drake or the Baron push. But now they could chase. They have no flashes available, no ultimates. G2 have to run, and just NRG could just wonk at them and do whatever they wanted, and they secure a follow-up kill. That's just massive. And now 15-6 in kills, 6,000 gold ahead. NRG are doing the unthinkable to G2. Oh my goodness. NRG keep the pressure up. They already have gained 3,000 gold differential on this Baron power play. Broken Blade will try to trade another turret. I think he will. He has the health bar to do it by far. We're only 27 minutes in, and G2 are looking cooked. And now FBI. Now Ignar. No! A nice escape. A nice stopwatch, actually. Ignar goes golden there, so doesn't get comboed. NRG just going to keep this lane pushing in. The wall comes in. They're just not going to let them go. And a nice equalizer to back them up even further. Mickey is in the middle of nowhere. Going to be sent away. Is this the angle G2 want? Contracts will go down. Caps taking so much damage. Doklo goes unstoppable. And here comes Ignar with the grand entrance and the quickness. And it's 3 falling for G2. Are you serious, North America? 4 for NRG. The inhibitor falls. Hansama's running to the base. The feather storms out. It's a triple kill. It's a quadra kill for FBI. And the faith somehow continues. You can change the org. You can give them a championship. You can doubt them at Worlds. But they will go to playoffs regardless. In a massive upset, NRG send North America to the knockout stage. Are you kidding? They 2-0 G2. And you can doubt them all you want. They body G2. And now this is the reward for the faithful. G2 go to the 2-2 pool. We'll chill here in the playoff stage. Oh, man. Rebrand, make quarters. Indeed is the most CLG thing that can happen. And NRG joined a storied pantheon of first-year orgs to make the World's quarterfinals. And Contracts. It's been, what, 5-6 years since you've been here. Welcome back to Worlds, buddy. Oh, boy. And now the LCS somehow has a team in playoffs. No one was expecting this. NRG, reward the faithful. Holy piss. 2-0. And now Woo! I mean, that was a stomp, but it was an incredible stomp from NRG, an unexpected upset. But we're going to have to shift gears from NA securing a playoff spot, and the last bastion of North America is playoffs bound, while the G2 and win the last battle of NA of LCS LEC we're probably going to see. I don't think it's likely that we'll see a draw of these two teams in playoffs. Who knows? Because we do have the 3-pool system, so we'll see how that works out. But instead, G2 go to the 2-2 pool, and up next, the last of the 2-1 pools, the last of today before we go to the final day of Swiss stage somehow. I can't believe we're already here, but it's about time. And now it's LCK2, LPL2, T1 BLG to determine who will get third, fourth, fifth, one of the three. The last team to advance from the 2-1 pool. There you go. No need for fancy words. See you then. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Oh, piss. I don't know if I can handle another series because, my God, absolutely insane. Just absolutely insane match we just had. My voice absolutely hurts after just one series because I wasn't expecting to be yelling. I was expecting to be yelling for that series because I wasn't expecting NRG to win. So obviously, I was a bit shocked when they did. Anyways, enough of G2 NRG. T1 BLG. Both of these teams are kind of coming in here limping. T1 once again got bested in the 1-0 round. Got bested by Gen G in the 1-0 round. Got sent here, bodied. I believe it was they absolutely smacked the... what team was it? They smacked C9 back to where they came. And now they're here. Bilibili Gaming went 1-0. I don't remember who they lost to. Probably JDG. And then came here. In the end, Jarvan taken for owner. And before we even talk about it, the thing for both of these teams is both of them look so much weaker than we thought they would be. BLG just did not look the same going up against LNG in summer playoffs, and T1 have not looked really convincing since spring. Like, this team, if the rumors are true, they are in panic mode. This is a team on the ropes that needs to win. Because if not, even if they do win, from what the teammates have said, this ride can be over for this T1 lineup. So, they gotta win. This is a team that needs to win because things are not looking good for them, and they have not looked good as a team. And now, Azir up on the faker. This better be hype. Better be hype or better be fast, because honestly, nothing's going to live up to that NRG match, but I hope for good League of Legends always. What are they going to lock in here? What? Are they going to lock this in for Guma? No. That'd be fun. I want to see it. I was waiting. With Levi gone, we need someone to play Karthus. And Gnar for Zeus. Into the Renekton. A good pick. Again, winner goes to playoffs, and this is such a big deal. Because for China, both of your teams are in playoffs right now. For Korea, you got one. I mean, you have a chance to have all four for both. No, you don't. You got to have one that doesn't make it. Sadly, because one region does not have enough seeds. Two teams with 4 seeds, or 2 regions with 4 seeds can't make it if there are only 8 spots, and NRG's occupying one of them now, so It's just gotten a lot harder for either of these teams to go flawless as a region. And now Alistar and Rakan banned away. They want those supports out. They know this rel is probably... They want to put this rel in the jungle, it seems. But both teams do still need a support, so actually they can put rel in the jungle here. Or they can afford it to not. Guma's another... I forgot we have so many Caitlyn players in LCK. Oh my god, it's so... Oh, that was a piss poor one. And Sejuani. So much pressure here from the tanks. And Kalista is open, actually. I forgot. Kaisa taken for Elk, though. What's the answer for Guma Carrier? Ooh. Oh! Wait. Aw. Wait! Whoa, whoa, Jun, what are you doing? Whoa, what is this? Nidalee Jungle. Whoa, I was not expecting this. Holy. Okay. Let's go. Alright, Jun, let's dance. We got a hype pick already. And what on earth? Okay, the crowd here was shocked to see the Nidalee come out. I'm shocked to see the Nidalee come out. Let's dance. Screw it. Let's go. I'm hype. So freaking out of here. Like, ugh. I hate BLG. Again, I never put it past LPL teams and LCK teams to pick whatever the hell they want and just make it work. And I mean, I did do that for G2, and then they stopped succeeding, so... Velvet wasn't the move, guys. Alright. Let's freaking go. And T1 fans, obviously, absolutely blowing up the sound. Just blowing up the mics here for the crowd. They are so loud, and I love them. I absolutely love having Korean man. I've said this like every time there's a Korean team or Chinese team playing. But like there's no other way to put it besides just repeating. Like I love having Asian fans in the arena because they are so passionate about their teams and it's awesome. It's so much fun to just hear them have all their little fan chants, all the incredible signs they have. They have custom signs. Like, they order them. They order custom signs for their players, and it's awesome. And now we're into the game. Kind of. Whoa. Delayed invade. They don't know. They see the spear, though, yeah. And now the crashdown coming through for On. And the ignite coming out onto Owner. Owner's got to back up a little bit. And the mount up onto Owner. But Jun going to have to flash away now. Elk coming in. Faker's here. First blood to Guma. Jun's going to get the red buff, though. And he needs to escape the marathon for the 80 for the jungler. He has no flash. Jun. And it takes Carrier only to secure the kill. And T1 are playing some Chaos League here. BLG wanted a fight. They're gonna get a fight. Barely lives with the potion. My goodness. And now Carrier feels like a monster. And Carrier doesn't care. He's just going in. And T1 have a 1,000 gold lead at 2 and 250. What is going on? And now you have a Kench with a red, but what is this game? Chaos Machine. This is uninhibited chaos. Just what the heck is going on? Started an absolute clown fiesta in the bot side in T1's red jungle, and now just it's hitting the fan. It's come loose. I'm just excited now. I did say, if you're not gonna make it interesting, make it quick, and these teams are looking to make it interesting. Now, Senna has 300 extra gold, and or 400 extra gold, and that's concerning, because now the Swifties are out. It's going to be really hard to lock down this Senna with any form of not hard C. Pretty much anything that isn't hard CC, Guma's going to be able to play around. Or just play out of. How many souls? 16. We're nearing the amount. Carrier might have overstepped a little bit, though. The spear misses, but there's still no flash for the catfish. But now on. Carrier's gonna fall to on, and now the support's getting the kills. It's a Portal Combat out here. And Jun. Oh my goodness, and now they're gonna dive. Chaos. Guma, no flash. No crash down. No stun coming through. The root's not gonna land onto Jun, though. And Owner still here under the tier 1. Doesn't get anybody with the flag and drag. And Faker doing what he did on the red side. Level 1 is walking back. And Yagao tracks down. There's no ultimates available. But Faker jumps all the way forward and wants to challenge Yagao. This is what people think LPL gaming is. And honestly, I don't blame them, because this is kind of what LPL gaming is. Oh my goodness. And doesn't land. T1 just, Carrier wasn't able to do much of anything. Gets stunned there. On will secure the kill, so it's a saving grace for T1. And now it's just and that gold lead's completely dissolved here. It's just, everything's hitting the fan. I'm excited. This is not... If you went back in time and told League fans that SKT would be playing would be involved in one of the messiest games in League of Legends history, they would call you stupid. They would laugh at you and call you dumb. Somehow the Renekton, yeah, as you hear, well, as you don't hear Vedius say, but as Vedius puts it, somehow the Renekton Gnar lane is the lane that's not doing anything. Meanwhile, the Senna Kench lane is the one that's causing the absolute dumpster fire. Bin going to jump forward, just gets Gnarred. What is Bin doing? Doesn't land the stun, but Bin just trades so much of his health there in exchange for an ultimate that doesn't cost anything and is already on a timer on its own anyways. Oh, my nose. I forgot to turn the heat off in between games. I'm sad because it's insanely hot in here still. Now Bin is going to take the chance to jump forward here and get some chunk onto Zeus, but Carrier, you're in a bad spot, bud. Flash out. Are they really trying to turn this back? Oh my goodness, this is a fist fight. T1 are bloodthirsty at the moment now. They are just so bloodthirsty. It's crazy. They can't see Jun here, so they should be careful pushing out because On is going to look for just a crash down easy. And back to top lane. Nothing's happening in top. It's sad. Guma's just going to be landing a ton of poke. And stun coming through onto Zeus, but Bin going to be able to just walk away. It's hot. Fucking God. I'm sorry. Jun. Spotted out. Faker's here. They need to be very careful here. Faker's here. On's coming up. And now Carry is here. Guma Guma doesn't have ulti, actually. So Guma's not going to be able to influence the map just yet without being there. It is just going to be a Herald for T1. And now Guma's here. Oh, Shockwave, but a two-man Shuriman Shuffle. But now the Magnet Storm is out. Yagao is running away, but On taking so much damage into the Cataclysm. But Guma stuck in there. Secures the kill onto On, but is able to get out. Oh, the double kill with the Dawning Shadow. The sniper himself, Guma Yushi. Snipe. And there's the double kill for the ADC. And Guma's 3-0, and he is strong, trying to catch Elk out. A good, consume. Not consume, piss. I don't remember what it's called anymore. They answer so well. They try to get out of there, and they just can't. They just can't. Owner. Cataclysms right onto On. The swallow from Carrier, and then boom! It's Devour, the opposite. The same thing as Consume, but different. And Guma Yushi just pulls the trigger in a literal sense, and it's so fed now. And now, Zeus just fighting with Ben. Ben, in a bit of a situation, has a flash. Guma going, or Zeus gonna follow the auto. And a second auto. Ben oversteps, and Zeus gets a solo bolo. And now, here come T1 again. Oh my goodness, we're just gonna start it up again. It's been like it's been a minute, boys. Can we just not? Or keep going, I don't care. It's fun for me. And T1 just leave. Carrier just walks over, and that's all they need to worry about. Oh boy. T1 just thriving in the chaos at the moment. Guma. What? Elk in a bad position now. Has flash available, but already ulties. And now he's going to be able to just get run at. Guma. Does he have Dawning Shadow? Has it, but a cleanse from Elk keeps him alive. Go forward. Go forward. No. Kench is just such a threat. And now the Herald comes down for BLG. Shun takes a massive chunk of damage. That turret already just taking so much from the Herald. Faker's here. Yagao's coming. Or Faker's coming. Yagao's here already. And now 47 souls at 13 minutes. This has been a fight of a game. Dominus out for Bin. Bin, Dominus early to try and not die to the ulti, I guess. Why is this never working? And then Zeus just knows that he's able to do this. Knows that he's about to get Mega. And just flashes. Bin has been not super hot in this game against Zeus. He's been getting traded on pretty hard, and this will be the first Drake at 13 minutes, which feels very weird, but... Nom nom nom. And now... Oh boy. And look at that gold lead in the top lane. Solo kills. The only lane no one's been to this game. And Zeus now has the Triforce finished. Is just going to be an issue. Umbral Glaive out from Guma. We did not see this on FBI. We only saw this. We saw the Storm Razor into Rapid Fire Cannon for FBI, and now first turret falls for Faker, and T1 are in such good control. 4,000 gold ahead at 15 minutes. And now, I mean, that level 1 feels like it's been a microcosm. And now, BLG trying to set up a play onto Zeus, who doesn't have any rage. But now Zeus knows they're there. T1 going to respond in kind by rotating the whole party up, except for Faker, who has teleport if he wants to. Going to give, it seems, for the time being. T1 are just leaving. They're just letting that sit, while Faker's just going to be able to walk up now because BLG just backed off of the Herald. And now, and this is going to be not a turret falling, actually. Zeus will have to back up because of the Orianna showing up. But they're going to push this mid in pretty hard. Faker and Guma are going to be a good bit of damage here. And now red turret falling in mid. And you... Oh my goodness. These T1 fans. So... Yeah, they... Every time T1 does something, the cheers coming out. The Korean crowd packing the stands for T1 for their favorite team. The most, I mean, I'm not shocked. They are the most popular and like, I mean, most decorated, and probably not even a competition for most popular team by far. So I'm not shocked that they're like really here for them. And you see the gold diff almost back at 5K again. It's just going to sit around 5K all game, it feels like. Going towards that Duskblade threat. Kench already has that Sunfire finished. Is actually going to be able... This is something Keria and... my god, why can't I remember his name? Ignar should enjoy. This is the one time they'll ever get to actually buy a ton of items because they'll just be farming all game. They'll actually get to buy stuff. Only time they'll get to do this, so... I would look into it. I would enjoy this if I were a professional tier support because you're never going to need to build items in pro play. Drake up in 30. The Herald still in owner's back pocket. Kuma just wiping out wards. Senna so strong with that Umbral Glaive. I think it's a pretty dumb item that just doesn't really... It's just annoying. More than anything from a support perspective, so... I'm biased because I love wards. They're like the coolest thing ever. And I actually thought the Umbral Glaive changes for ranged champions was very good. Makes it way too... It makes it way easier to share ward gold so you both get maximum. Faker teleporting in already. Yagao's already here. BLG want to find a fight to just stop T1 from controlling this game, but there's nothing. T1 get their second Drake. It's going to be a slow Drake, though. It is a mountain as well. So you give this over to T1. Jarvan and Keria. Like, Owner and Keria will never die. So... It's a bit tough. They really need to be careful here. Faker going to just continue pushing this out. Owner needs to find a place to drop this Rift Herald. I'm thinking it's looking like it's going to be mid. The Nidalee has not been huge. Like, I'm just going to say that. It hasn't been huge. Sorry. Dropping this top lane, actually, to get this pressure on the Baron. Owner in there. Forward percent. And that is a bit more than chipping away at a tier 1. That is the tier 1 falling. Keria just tanking the Shattering Strike from On. Ignite out from Keria, though. There's going to be a second charge. That's not bad for T1's Herald as they officially move to 5K again. Bin just under this turret. Zeus is just pushing so hard. Jun just not finding anything. He has a level lead, yeah, but he's not finding much of anything with this Nidalee. The goal was to get the Renekton ahead. It was supposed to do a Nidalee Renekton, and it's just not working. Zeus might have bit off more than he could chew. A nice read from on, and Elk gets a massive shutdown, and now BLG look alive. And by that I mean still down 5,000 gold, but a nice shutdown for your 80 carry. And now, looking to get Jun. They will get a nice half health of Jun here. Just that range, too. Guma and Carrier, such a good range comp. Even though Kench is not range, obviously. Faker, Owner, jumping away. Saving everything. Nice in-sync dashes, though. It's actually pretty good. Nice and in-sync. Kraken Slayer going to be very, very useful for Elk here. Owner, Shouting Strike just flashes. And they're still trying to find an angle back in. What is... I mean, for T1, they're perfectly fine to just sit and scale. They have Azir and they have Senna. They are perfectly fine with sitting and scaling. No issues. No gripes. And they will. They have no pressure to do anything besides the threat of an Orianna later. There's no pressure on T1 to not just sit, chill, and farm up money on their carries. Especially now that Eclipse coming through for the Senna. And it's just going to be Drake. This is the other fight BLG should take, but they just can't. Jun jumps right into Zeus, and that's half his health bar, and Zeus is just going to be able to follow over the wall. This is going to be the first Mountain Drake of 2 falling for T1. And Jun, yeah, didn't even stand a chance. Just... they're trying to get in there, and it just did not work. They are trying to find fights, and it's just not working for them. Crash down from on, and the flash forward. Jun still taking a ton of damage there. And now he's at 92. He's already almost at 100 souls. Zeus gets jumped on by Bin. The Ruthless Predator's out. But gets gnarred away, and there's nothing to chase with. And Bin. Yeah. That's kind of what happens. They play too close to Zeus there, and they're going to get gnarred away. Teleport coming in. This is the fight BLG want, right? Cataclysm out onto both carries. Carrier follows up Dawning Shadow to flash away and keep the 2 members here alive. Faker's here. BLG in a 5v4, and it's going so poorly because Zeus is just fine with pushing. Owner going real low. Half health now. Carrier jumping forward, gets his ult, or his jump in, canceled, swallows Faker, and now Guma goes on a rampage. It's 3 kills already for T1, for 3 different members, jumping the wall, and it's Baron time. There is nothing stopping them. They go 3-for-0 there. 3 for nothing, and just over the wall. T1 are just going to shred this. Carrier finds Bin. Is he going to secure the kill? Oh, the solo for Bin. I guess technically a solo as the Baron gets secured, and Zeus, with only an Orianna stopping him, he's just going to power up these minions and let him hit the turret, or hit this inhib a little hard, and There's so much BLG just can't do anymore. Such a good engage to just get a good chunk of damage. And good damages is all T1 really needed there. Because they see Carrier trying to jump in. So On knows that this is his only chance to go in. Nice. But dodges the shockwave with the Devour and instantly into the ultimate. Instantly. Into Devour, into Divide. And Carrier, here it is. The legendary solo kill. Boom. Secured. And T1, 11,000 gold ahead. So, actually, behind what I would normally... ahead more than I usually would announce. And Zeus, with the Hull Breaker, is just going to use this to hit the inhibitor. And Zeus just isn't taking damage. Jumping onto Yagao. There's so much damage, but Owner may have overstepped, but they're going to secure the kill onto Jun and Yagao. So 2 for 1 is the trade, even though might have been a bit of an overstep. But now 110 souls. I hit my mic, I'm sorry. And Guma just shredding those turrets. Elk will finally get his kill popping up in the kill feed. But Bin running into the base. T1 just dominate. They've looked shaky multiple times. Zeus, the divide to separate stasis is in the base. And now T1 finally show some domination. They show their true, not even true colors. They show their abilities and crush BLG in game 1 off of the back of a wacky first 6 minutes of the game. And now they're looking to... oh, and there's the Bring Back Dominion t-shirts. And they're looking... and back... not Dominion. And T1 are looking to stake their claim and put an actual chink in the armor of China's dominance of the World Championship so far. Again, 2 teams in the in knockouts already. The only team that has beaten a Chinese team are Chinese teams. And Genji, I think. Nope. The only things to beat Chinese teams are Chinese teams. It's absolutely brutal. So will T1 be the first team to the first non-Chinese team to take a win off of the Chinese? We will see in game 2. All right, let's go. We're back for game 2. 1-0 T1, and it was bloody and T1 sided after the first, 10 minutes. They were beating BLG senseless as we are heading into the draft, and now it's time for BLG to go to the drawing board, think up a strategy that's going to win them games, because Nidalee wasn't it. Nidalee wasn't it. It never worked out. They never found a single angle with the Nidalee, and by the time by the time Jun was trying to do things, they were already so far behind. They were dead. So, quarterfinals on the line here for BLG and T1, and that was the best T1 have looked in months. There is no joke. That is the best they have looked in months. Hell, they haven't looked that good since Faker returned. So, it's just, something's got to change. Azir gone. They're still banning away Renata, so they can't go with the Ashe pick or the Kalista pick as easily. Rumble taken away. And now Xayah for Elk. I believe Xayah was banned away by BLG round 1, but Faker, Owner just locking in the circle comp immediately. Out of here. Easy picks for both sides. Both get the champs they kind of want. I don't think Senna Tom Kent is going to happen again. I highly doubt it. So I want to see where T1 look for their bot lane picks. Syndra taken? This should just be a jungle lock-in, but it can't be the top blind from BLG. With the Rumble Band, I guess they're feeling confident into the Cassante or Renekton. And Aatrox, I guess, is another option. Oof. So what's the answer here? They can answer with a few things. Lock in their ADC, and they're going to lock in the Gragas top. Graggy Ice in the top lane. Are you kidding? Let's go. Hype. My back hurts. My back hurts. Blitzcrank immediately banned away from On. He has a game of Blitzcrank that he just turned it up on. And now Caitlyn taken away from Guma again. I mean, Guma and Deft have been banned off of this Caitlyn so many times. Sejuani taken away now. Ooh, would be really good with that Syndra. So, yeah, smart move. Syndra and Xayah both would love to have that. And what is the last ban away here? Because if they ban away the Kench, Senna's gone. No questions. They don't even need to ban Senna. They can actually ban the Kench here. And now Kai'Sa taken away. So, Aphelios and Jinx is the answer for Gumayushi here. It did not work last time for whoever played it. Did not work. It was aiming, yes. KT, LNG, and it just did not ever start working for KT. Alistar, very good lock-in here. And what is going to be the jungler for BLG? I'm assuming it's going to be something a bit more traditional than Nidalee has been, or than the Nidalee pick, because Nidalee hasn't really been traditionally a jungler in like 3 years. 3+ years it's been since Nidalee's been picked consistently. 2 years. And Vi picked up, and the Kench again locked in for Keria. Not a bad choice. I'm intrigued. Nautilus was available, but they didn't want to pull the trigger on it. They want the Kench. They see the Vi, they see the Alistar and Jax and go, we need something that can keep this Jinx alive, and and Kench is that answer with the Devour at level 6, so we'll see. Why is it so shaky? Leg end. That's funny. I don't know. I don't speak Korean, so I don't know if it's a pun or something, or just like Faker is the best ever to ever do it, and he's the best to play, and all that stuff. Normal stuff. I don't know. Bilibili Gaming fans, I do love Bilibili Gaming. I've been enjoying watching them play. They're very fun to watch. But I've been enjoying LNG a lot more and JDG a lot more, so. Ooh. I mean, Senna, Kench, flipping the tables in this game so far. Flipping the expectations in this series, because now T1, one win away from playoffs. And keeping their streak alive. As that streak has been T1 are yet to not be top 4 in the World Championships in any of their appearances. 2013, 15, 16, 17. Is it 21, 22? They've been top 4 or top 2 every time. Oh, no. 2019. That's right. Oh, Zeus. Jumping a bit too far forward, and Bin's going to find some trade onto him. He's just going to yep, just wait. It was 2013, 2013, 15, 16, 17, 19. I don't think they made it in 20. And then 21, 22. So, they've been very good. Actually, they might have not made 21. I'm going to check now while the game is really chill. They did make top 4 in 2021. Cool. They didn't make 2020. I know that. I know they didn't make 2018, 14. So, BLG can change history here. God, I love Arctic. I just like how that skin looks. On going to be able to trade really hard into Carrier. There's Carrier just I think shows a bit too early. And just gives that over. And now, level advantage. I don't think anything's going to happen here because Carrier... there's only 2 spells Carrier can have right now. And both of them aren't very useful for going in and living. At this position of the match. I know he's Tongue Lash. I don't need to be reminded. Oh, dropped. And they're just going to keep this early push going. Zeus gets a nice trade onto Bin. Really can because he is Greg. But Bin trying to find the ability to go. Oh, bonk. And mid lane, nothing's happening. They're just going to try and hit each other. Yagao gets a nice trade, gets a splinter, and he's already at 20 at 3 minutes. Oh. Faker could be in a bit of trouble here. The stun going to land. The Vault Breaker is going to land. The flash follow from Jun. And first blood for Yagao. Owner doesn't really have the damage or anything to do this. Is going to have to flash out. And that's a bit of an overreach by Owner. And so 2 flashes for 1. BLG are happy. Now, it's pretty good for BLG early. You get Yagao an early kill. You get flashes out from from an immobile carry and the enemy jungle, so his engage is slightly weaker. That's wins across the board. And bot's not going to be online for a while, so... Good advantages for BLG here. Because Faker just doesn't have the ability to flash here. Now, Bin going pretty low, but Zeus shouldn't be able to do too much here to kill him. Doesn't have the ulti yet. Doesn't have the explosive cask, so... Zeus! What the heck? Oh, and Faker's going to fall here. Nice ulti out, but it's just a Dark Sphere. And BLG are white hot now. So much advantage here. And now BLG, the opposite of what they did last game. They're in full control. They have all the control here, really. Like, Gao is 2-0. Top lane's winning instead of just reacting to Zeus and then losing to Zeus. It's just so good for them to get all these advantages early. Because bot lane, again, not going to be relevant until way, way later. So, way. So BLG need to find, or T1 will need to find a way to be involved in this game that isn't just scaling anymore. Because you can't afford to do that when Syndra already has Dark Sphere upgrade at 7 minutes. Bomba, nice combo there. Into the barrel. Doesn't even flash. Bin just jumps in with the Grandmaster at Arms, and now it's 2 solos for the BLG top laner. This one's hilarious. That one's hilarious. And then the Suning, because Bin was on... I miss Suning. And then Faker just doesn't have the ability to do anything here. That's really it. It's just really hard to see the angle here for T1. Because that 2,000 gold lead is on 2 very, very heavy scaling champions. Already 17 CS ahead in the top lane just through being able to bully Zeus off of the wave. And now, yep. Oh, that's the wrong one. Riftail's coming in. Carry is on vision. Or he was visible, I guess. Elk, face checking. And another Cataclysm onto the Xayah. Forcing out the Featherstorm is huge. Trading a like 1 minute cooldown for a 2.5 minute cooldown is massive. So, big. Ow. My arm. Ow. That's cursed. Sorry, I'm looking at that. There's a... Ew. Why do you want that? Sorry. Papa John's are trying to convince people to buy an unsliced pizza. Why? Ugly. Anyways, Drake in a minute and a half, so we're not going to see too much. The Herald just got secured. Again, not going to see too much coming through here for either team. There's no real reason to fight just yet. First Drake was a complete wash. Or not a wash, a complete, just non-question. There's no chance T1 said they wanted a piece of that. And now, with the Heralds coming out, more plates over to BLG. It's only going to be a plate split between 2, though, so it's not huge. And Bin, unspotted, jumping onto Zeus, is going to just get a ton of damage onto the top laner, onto his opponent. 20, almost 20 CS ahead now. It's 15 right now. 16. 30 CS up, though, so this Jinx is going to be scaling a lot harder. it's really going to be on this one bot. It's just going to be on T1's bot lane here. I'm really, really worried about T1. Because this Syndra's going to take over soon. We've seen it happen so many times at this tournament. Syndra just wipes the floor with her opponents after a while. So much. Guma's going to have a lot of value. But it's going to be on T1 to get Guma to that point of value. They're going to start the Drake. They do have bot push here, actually. Zeus gets an even trade for the most part. Here comes Syndra. Oh, and the jump canceled away. The Flag and Drag. He will secure the Dragon. The Cataclysm will secure the kill onto Jun. And now T1 can keep running forwards onto Yagao. It's going to be a kill for Gumayushi. Yagao scatters the weak, but it's a shutdown for T1. And it's a 3-4-1 for T1 and the Dragon. So BLG commit a lot to lose all their money to Jinx. Double kill. T1 find everything, and Guma is going to have so much money. Look at this. Goes for the Flag and Drag out, or in, gets it canceled, smites it, and then the Cataclysm just secures the kill. And then goes onto Yagao, keeps Yagao there. That's pretty much all Owner cares about. He's fine with dying because it secures what he needs, and that was money on Guma, who now is Kraken Slayer finished, and is starting the IE. Massive. Crown of the Shadow Queen coming through from Faker. Going for a bit more of a defensive build into Yagao here. Carrier. Nice sidestep and just that ability to make him turn around on. Getting absolutely comboed. Gets ulted. Carrier will not even be involved in that kill. The Flag and Drag keeps on top of Faker's ball, and another dissonance, and on just picks himself off. Just, what are you doing? Walks way too far forward into Faker. Thinks he can trade him or something. I don't know. And now T1 are fully back in this game. I said they shouldn't have waited for the ADC to scale because Syndra's going to be a problem. The issue is Syndra's a problem, but T1 now have their own problem created. Jumps onto Carrier. Knew what was there. The cease and desist into the Scatter the Weak. Or not the Scatter the Weak. Scatter the Weak. Force of Will. Oh, did I say the Scatter the Weak? I meant Unleash Power. Yagao now coming top lane. And this is what BLG need. They need to find picks with this Syndra because Syndra is massive. 4 kills. Has 2 upgrades already on the abilities with the Splinters of Wrath. Finished first item. It is going to be such an issue for T1 to fight through her. To fight around Yagao without trading at least one member for him, as we saw earlier. And this was just not a great answer from On. Way too overzealous. Gets the flash, but it's still 200. It's still about 300 gold over to the mid laner. He used the knowledge of the Skryler's room really well there, knowing where it is and just like, okay, they're probably in this bush still. Bin going to get some of this turret. I don't think he gets all of it. He might, but probably won't. And it's going to be Herald for Gumayushi, or not Gumayushi, for Owner. Pretty quiet Herald. Bin trying to get this turret down as fast as he can. T1 starting to push down mid. Yagao lands the Scout of the Week. Carrier has the shield to block the Unleashed Power, though, so backs him up, though, and gives them enough time to stop a Herald and get first turret onto Bin. TP onto Bin jumps way too far forward here, it seems. and gets the TP out of Zeus, but in a 1-for-1 trade of TPs, it's perfectly fine. So, don't think T1 are that worried about it. T1 just answered that pretty well. Drake up in 30. The Drakes are split, so whoever gets this will have Drake stacking advantages. Guma. Such a fast clear. Oh! Dropped cannon. Elk. Just stuck onto the turret here. Bin stays top. Will try to get this tier 1 down. Actually, probably will. Has the ability to. Isn't getting anything else besides that, but Zeus clears out the minions. And now mid-tier 1 will fall. Good stop there from Zeus as Bin just has to kind of back up awkwardly. And now we'll get a second crash out of this as well. But just back up. Bin rotated down. T1 back up. They don't want to meet him. And on forces out the Unbreakable Will. A good ulti trade there for in the favor of T1, honestly. And Elk spotted out here. Gets jumped onto with the Cataclysm. And is he going to have the ulti? He will. But the Super Mega Death Rocket will not land. Carrier with the Devour keeps Owner alive. Gets the kill with the Demacian Standard and dips. Bin. Zeus. Just staring each other down. Something has gone horribly wrong for Bin. And now they're just going to have to walk at them. And teleport coming in. Bot side for Yagao. Interesting. Teleport going bot side to catch that bot wave. Carrier. Legend. And saving his jungle. Saving Private Owner. And now 2, 1, and 3 on this Jarvan is just unreal. Jarvan's having a good day at Worlds today. Let's put it that way. Just. Baron spawn, nothing gonna happen around it. There's no chance anything happens for the Baron. On, taking so much damage from Guma. The Guma gap. He's such a good player. If T1 don't build around this guy, I'd be sad. But the flank coming in from On. And Guma goes very low. Stuck on the wrong side of the wall. Has to flash over the ulti onto Elk. There is nothing. The Featherstorm is out. Owner in a bad spot. Guma Yushi goes on a killing spree. It's a double kill. The Super Mega Death Rocket finds one. He'll find a second with the regular rockets. And he's getting excited. Pushing forward, Carrier. Trying to keep this going and keep BLG far, far away. Bin can't follow up. And now T1 are in control. Guma 4-0-2. Those just everything's hitting so hard for him. Jun's the only one here. Ulti's onto Faker. And so T1 just gets to jump onto BLG for free. And Elk pays the ultimate. BLG paid the ultimate price. They lose 2 of their members again. And they keep doing it. And the carries are doing damage for both sides. Combined to 7,000 damage from Yagao and Guma. The issue is Yagao can't really do much else after his combo, and he needs to be able to find more targets, but BLG just didn't pick a target. It's just so confusing. They get Jinx there, and they choose to jump onto Faker. Jun is an interesting man. Most interesting man in the world. But, I mean, both of these carries have 4 kills, but only one of them is getting the support of the team. Teleport coming out from Faker. Wrong team. Ben is just going to split here. He's determined his sole mission in life is to go on the split. Now he's splitting bot side, though. And C9 are not. What? C9. They're out. And T1, there we go. Different number, or different letter number team. They're going to get their 3rd Drake, obviously, but now BLG just trying to push out top lane, get this going up there to try and get something going. Get their push going in top to try and pressure T1 off of the Baron at least. But just difficult. It's going to be so difficult. They're even in gold, but it feels so far away for PLG. Yagao has the execution on ultimate. It's about to get the extra AP. Slowed down his pace a little bit, but it's fine. In the split push. Carry it on vision here. They're really, really worried about a lot of things here because BLG are in a tough spot. Blocking, or well, getting rid of the Shattered the crown. There we go. I was going to say Shattered Queen, which is not a bad name for it, I guess. Getting rid of that crown, going to be huge for bursting down Faker if they want, but they got to go soon. Like, there's only so often you can burst that thing down and just leave it down. Guma's, yep. T1 don't care. Again, they're in such a good scaling spot. Now they are. Again, Orianna and Jinx, good scaling. So they are in a great spot here. Meanwhile, BLG, they got Xayah, they got Syndra, but Syndra's about to peak out in power, even though she's always going to be very useful. They're going to just turn on to Owner here. Owner could be able to get away. The Guma taking so much damage. The Unleash power only goes into Carrier's stomach. As that was a true decoy moment. Faker caught out. They're going to flash the engage though, and they use 2 ultis there and a flash to try and get them. And so BLG, I mean, Binge just up here. It's really it. $2,000 gold behind on Elk. Just those kills are massive. And the CS 50, almost 50 CS. Yeah, it's going to be huge. It's just really difficult for BLG to find an angle now because Guma's such long range and they have such a good protect the puppy strategy with Keria on this Kench. Going back to the Kench, I guess, yeah. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting them to go back to Kench. I thought they were going to go to the Nautilus. But I'm wrong, and they have a really good reason for going back to the Kench. Have you seen Guma get blown up recently? Owner? Caught out. I don't think there's going to be much of a combo here, but there is a combo. It's the shockwave, and now the flash on the flag and drag. Shut down for Faker. You go on. You're overstepping, and you're on T1's territory, they say. And now it's Baron time. It's Baron o'clock for T1. As teleport coming in. Huge damage onto Jun with the cask. And Super Mega Death Rocket. Keria. Just gonna walk forwards. Goes into the stasis. Faker's here now. Jumped onto it with the cease and desist. Now Bin jumping forwards again. But Zeus unleashed onto the map again. Right in front of Bin. And now it's time to run for BLG a second time. As it's a, what, a collective 3-0. And Baron. And now T1 are truly snowballing against BLG here. Look at this. They think they found owner. But the Uno reverse means that T1 have found them. And then they think they found Zeus. But Uno reverse, Zeus and co. found you. And just jumps into Faker. Thinks he has the angle. Nope. Guma just blows him up. And then Bin comes in, gets the golden out of Faker, I guess. But Faker's going to finish his stopwatch, or his hourglass. And now it's Soul Point. And it's so difficult to fight if you are BLG here. Because Guma is a menace to society at the moment. Faker going to get jumped on. Nice combo, but all of that goes into the crown. Zeus going to get hit. Jun in the Cataclysm now. And they're going to turn their focus onto Bin as Jun goes golden. Owner not going to land anything on. Re-engaging. Trampling around. BLG are trying to find anyone. Guma goes godlike. Jun goes solo. It's a double kill for Guma Yushi. And now it's chase down time. Featherstorm out from Elk. There's no Blade Caller. It's a triple kill for Guma. No, quadra kill. Owner takes it away, but doesn't matter. T1 are going to take the Drake Soul. Guma's going to take this bot tier 1 as Bin recalls. It's a 4-0 for T1, and it's just so over for BLG. 9-0-3. Guma Yushi has been a maniac on the Jinx this game. 3 items already, has the Vampiric Scepter, going for the Bloodthirster. He's 60 CS ahead. He is the menace for T1. He has the Guardian Angel finished. BT will be the last piece of T1's Exodia, basically. Look at this. This fight goes on for so long before anyone falls. A good juke on the shockwave with going golden. But then, and Guma, there's one, and then Super Mega Death Rocket, and boop. And Guma is just so strong. Look how far away he's playing from BLG, and then how close he just runs in the end because he doesn't care. And back in immediately, BLG trying to fight the Super Mega Death Rocket. It's not going to land, but the Shockwave allows Guma to land the last rocket to make him go legendary. Keria flashing over the wall, and it's going to be a shutdown, a double kill for Guma Yushi now. And T1 are knocking on the turrets. They're knocking them down and knocking on the base. At BLG, there's no choice. There is nothing they can do. Guma and T1 are walking. And the streak will absolutely continue for T1 as they will make playoffs for, I think, the 6th time in team history. 13, 14. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But T1, the streak of top 4 looks like it's going to keep going as they take down BLG in a curb stomp. It never was in doubt once they fought for a drag. They fight one Drake. They fight for a mountain Drake, a random mountain Drake. And after that, it was never in doubt. T1 roll BLG. Gumayushi rolls BLG en route to the knockout stage. And oh my goodness, are you kidding me, T1? I mean, you look absolutely cooked coming into this game, and then suddenly, I mean, you've been looking cooked for a while, and it was looking pretty bad, too, in Game 2. It was looking pretty bad. Zeus was having a bad game, Owner was having a rough time of it, and then they just find the fight, and after that, there was no coming back. There's the 2. Oh, and oh boy, the crowd erupts. Thumbs up from Faker. The crowd is loving it from T1. And now it is all over. As we will just go to the draw. It's draw time. And just a reminder. Oh. Just a reminder. These are the teams in the 2-2 pool. Fnatic, Weibo Gaming, DK Plus, or D Plus Kia, whoops, G2, Bilibili Gaming, there you go. And am I missing someone? No. I think I said KT Rollster. But completely random. For the last BO3s, and you see the prages coming out. They're saying, give me Fnatic, give me G2. Give me DK. I don't want to face KT Rollster. I don't want to face BLG. Again, this is really tough. These teams are all here for a reason because they've battled for the right to be here, so... D plus Key will be the first team drawn, and the oh no's coming out from the DK section. Because it is absolutely brutal. And it is KT Rollster. There will be a the third Korean team to miss playoffs will happen. No matter what, we will have the third ever LCK team to miss knockouts. Brutality. We could have three Civil Wars. G2. How much you want to bet they're going to draw Fnatic and we have 3 Civil Wars? Because that would be absolutely stupid. G2 fans chanting Fnatic. Are we going to see Fnatic? Oh, they've drawn BLG. And the BLG fans, yes! They are absolutely ecstatic, and that means Fnatic have been fed to Weibo Gaming. Or maybe it's the other way around. And it will be 2 LEC LPL matchups and 1 LCK Civil War to close it out for the last time. Covering the face of the T1 fans. I need to be in this. And no fanfare for Fnatic and Weibo getting drawn. That's going to be tough. You look at this and go, ah. It's KT. Never get excited. Of course. Of course. KT Rollster drafted. Like, who else could it possibly be besides KT and... Oh my god. Anyways, that is it for the kimchicast for day 8 of the World Championships. I am Box Kimchi as always. Maybe one day we'll bring a guest in, but maybe not. And tomorrow, the last 3 best of 3s for the World Championship Swiss stages before, and we finally, I've been waiting, it's like every year, it's like, oh, I can't wait for Worlds to come around, and it comes around, and it's so fast, and I'm so excited, can't wait for the best of 5s. I'll see you tomorrow.